What a treat we've had here on Court 1, quarter-final day at the Kumamoto Masters, Japan. And it was a fine, fine win for Takuro Hoki and Yugo Kobayashi. And we have got a blockbuster clash coming up now in the men's singles. Malaysia's 5th seed, Zii Jia, who will take on Jonatan Christie, the Indonesian 4th seed. They're shaping up nicely, isn't it? And the winner of this match could well be an all-Malaysian affair. Dong Chun-hao will take on the 2nd seed from Japan, Kodai Naraoka, in another quarter-final. Let's see what happens. It's been an epic head-to-head with these two. 5-all. Christie won the last time in the Asia Championships very, very comfortably as well. But things have changed a lot since then. Zii Jia is 26, tall man at 186 from the north of Malaysia in Kedah. He is 7th in the world currently, but about 2 years ago was a world #2, Olympic bronze medalist from the recent Paris Games, Asia champion a couple of years ago. And yeah, he's not had it easy so far in this tournament. His fellow Malaysian gave him a real go in the qualifier. Justin Ho and Suli Young pushed him to 3 as well. Both of those matches over an hour. He's a man who's won 6 titles on the World Tour, including the Australian Open this year, his most recent one. He also won the Thailand Open this year. Jonatan Christie, shorter man at 179 from the capital of Indonesia, Jakarta. He is 6th in the world. Like his opponent is a former world #2. That was at the start of last year. He's the former Asian Games champion of 2018. 2 pretty comfortable matches, Yushi Tanaka and Rasmus Kemke. So a different route to this quarter-final. He's the reigning Asian champion, came 2nd in 2022. And on the HSBC BWF World Tour has won 24 matches. Sorry, it's won. Excuse me, let me start again. 7 titles on the World Tour. All England most recently. Emi Sakamoto is our service judge. Steve, what do you think of this one?
Almost impossible to call. Before Christie won that match, the last encounter, he'd lost 5 straight to Zii Jia. Christie, he's been all or nothing this year.
Ladies
either
and
first or second round or minimum semi-final.
Zii Jia, Malaysia.
So now he's in the quarterfinal here, and that's sort of,
and on my
if
left,
we go by the rest of the
Jonatan
year,
Christie,
he's on to the
Indonesia.
semis. But I guess Zii Jia will
Zii Jia to serve.
Try to prove him wrong.
Play.
Depends on which Zii Jia turns up today, I guess. It's a great start.
1 love.
recall that Zii Jia withdrew from the Denmark Open Odense last month with an ankle strain.
Service over. 1-all.
So his last tournament before this one was the Arctic Open, where he lost in the quarters to Koki Watanabe. Three, who also beat him in the opening round of the China Open as well. And he was out in the opening round of the Japan Open. It's not been a great return for him since his heroics at the Olympics.
Been a couple of matches where he was absolutely gone.
Yeah.
Against Watanabe, Koki Watanabe, he was leading 9-2, and I thought, wow, this is going to be a walk in the park. And then he almost didn't score from that moment. Zii Jia also lost to Alex Lanier.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's uncommon.
Of course.
But we see some that do it differently. Talked about it yesterday when Victor Axelsen was playing. That first time he won the Olympic gold, he came out firing after that. That was impressive.
Fault.
It's nicely done by Christie, who prior to this in the Denmark Open was out in the second round, lost to Lu Guangtu. Before that, the Arctic Open, he lost in the final to Cho Tien-chen. And at the China Open, in the semi, still Wang Hongyang. Prior to that, at the Hong Kong Open, he got to the semis. Lei Lan Shu beat him and didn't have kind of Olympics that he would have wanted. Disappointing ending for him. Lakshya Sen putting pay to his advancement in the tournament. Steve, tell us what you like about each of these players.
Service over.
Yeah. About Zii Jia, I like his smash. Here it comes. Not full power, but I like his racket movement in his smash. Very, very short, but sharp racket movement, which makes it extremely difficult for the opponents to judge where it's aimed. And it works in slow playing conditions as well.
5-all.
Then I also like that his general style, that he does things his own way.
Yeah.
And everything can be exaggerated. I don't think we're there at all with Zii Jia. So I think he's a character.
Right.
And I think that's good for badminton in general.
Agreed.
For Christie, well, when he plays well, he's just got such a smooth playing style, good in defense,
7,
quick on his
5.
feet, can attack. Basically also can play all playing conditions.
was really made to sweat Zii Jia in that quarter, in that
9-5.
previous round against the unfancied Chinese Taipei player Sudirman.
Play by Zii Jia.
10-5.
Yeah, the individuality that you mentioned about Zii Jia, Steen, is it's kind of become almost a trademark for Zii Jia. He will do what he thinks is right for himself. That is quite often rubbed off people the wrong way in this part of the world.
Yeah, but I like that he tries to maximize his
11-5
possibilities in the sport of badminton.
It's a fine start here. 11-5 for Zii Jia. 6-point lead in this opening game.
Clock 20 seconds. Clock 20 seconds.
Getting into the semi-finals should secure him that spot in the World Tour finals.
11-5. Play.
All pretty tight.
Oh, that's a great smash from Jonatan Christie.
Service over.
Christie is
6-11.
well out of the reckoning. Unless, of course, he does something quite spectacular. 17th in the rankings at the moment.
Service over. 12-6.
That's well out.
13-6.
He has a slight chance, Jonatan Christie, but it probably requires a win in either this one or China, plus a good result in the one that he doesn't win.
Well, I'm glad you can do the maths and all this, Steve. Thank you. Well, even if he, let's just say he gets to a semi here and he goes on to win China, that's got to surely push him close, right?
Depends on
whatever else everyone else does,
other
right?
players do. There's only one or two players he can catch.
Right. 8th place at the moment is Koki Watanabe.
15-6.
There's some nice variation in that top 8. And would you believe it is Chinese Taipei, the only one with 2 representatives. And 2 Japanese as well, sorry.
Lin Chunyi is going to have a hard time qualifying.
Yeah.
Service over. 7-15.
This is all very much Zii Jia at the moment.
Service over. 16-7.
Where's it not working out for Jonatan Christie for you?
This one here is got to do with the playing conditions.
Yeah.
he cannot put pressure on Zii Jia's backcourt.
Yeah. That is the end, of course, with the drift behind Christie. 10-point lead at the moment. That should change with into the second game.
Yeah, the thing is that Zii Jia is one of the players that can play well with the drift as well, because he's got such a big attack, so he doesn't mind attacking. So Christie, when changing ends, he's got to stay sort of mildly aggressive.
9-17.
He cannot leave the initiative to Zii Jia, so it's important that he find the right amount of pressure.
Right. Well, he looks like he is well on the way to wrapping this one up, Zii Jia.
Yeah, but that's how I thought when he was playing Koki Watanabe, and suddenly he stopped scoring. So I don't suppose that will happen today, though. But
I remember one in Thailand a few years ago against Samir Verma, where he was absolutely cruising it, had a 15-point lead and blew it. Christie's battling back just towards the end and might be gleaning some important information, and for if he has to get back here later on to that end. Just picking up some points here.
12-18. Play on. Play on. Service over. 19-12.
Sets up 8 game points for Zii Jia.
Game point 12.
Pretty straightforward first game.
So Zii Jia wraps that up very comfortably.
First game won by Zii Jia, 21-12.
For Jonatan Christie to stay in this, but he'll be on an end where he'll probably feel more comfortable. His opponent, as Steve has mentioned, not mind necessarily moving on to that other end.
1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game. Level. Play.
Well, that's one you'd expect them to at least get back.
1 love. Over.
Nice drop shot by Jonatan Christie.
1-all.
It's going to be interesting to see how this second game unfolds, because I feel that Christie has the defense to withstand the attack of Zii Jia. Not everybody would have that, but there's not a lot of room for errors from the Indonesian, because Zii Jia definitely will be out to try and close it in straight games. It takes its toll when you keep on playing 3-game matches.
Yeah. 3 matches in a row now, they've gone to an hour.
Super play by Christie.
Service over. 2-all.
You can see that he's got a little bit extra spring in the step compared to Zii Jia. Right.
Three, 2.
Better for Christie.
4-2.
Watershed moment for him, Christie, to have won that match at the Asia Championships quarterfinal after 5 straight wins from Zii Jia.
He was playing extremely well in that period there, following his All England win.
Yeah.
And both Jonatan Christie but also Anthony Ginting, they've always been players that needed to be in really good shape to produce results. So the fluctuation in their performance is more profound than with a number of other players, in my opinion.
Service over. 3-5.
What about the mental fortitude as well?
It's difficult to say. It's easy to come with some kind of verdict from up here where we're sitting, not short of breath.
Not knowing what is going on.
Exactly. So, but there's been a couple of situations, obviously the most significant ones at the World Championships. I've forgotten where it was exactly, but Jonatan Christie had a 2016 lead in the decider against Zhou Chen and ended up losing in the quarterfinals. So Christie has never won a World Championship medal. And that was in 2022.
Yeah, 2 quarterfinals he's had at the World Champs, 19 and 22.
Yeah. 5-0.
But has played some magnificent matches as not the skipper in Thomas Cup, but second men's singles the year Indonesia won it after a long drought of titles. So I guess that's also, I mean, I'm always stronger when mentally when I feel stronger physically. And it goes together, I think.
Service over. 6-5.
It was a decent start to this second game for Christie, but
service over.
Zii Jia's
6-0.
drawn level. He's won 4 of the last 5 points.
Left by Zii Jia.
7.
I know it's early days, Steve, but how do you feel Christie's managing so far on this closer end?
Sorry?
How do you feel Christie's managed so far on this closer end?
Basically okay, but as I mentioned, Zii Jia doesn't really mind playing an aggressive style. On the line,
that should be good.
That's really hard to
8
defend.
6.
So the drifty conditions with a little bit, and no, that's wrong to say that. I feel the shuttles have been quite good. Here's Wong Tat-ming, Zii Jia's coach, with good shuttles, so it's not too windy, and you can sort of play a high clear or a high lift once in a while. That's something that Zii Jia likes.
9-6.
And got the his attack is an attack where he can kill it with one shot, and that's more difficult for Jonatan Christie. So precisely this matchup here is challenging for the Indonesian. He's got to get his defense to work. He's got to have the right length on his shots, and he also can't leave too much initiative for Zii Jia. Beautiful play by Malaysian.
Played that lovely, beautifully.
10.
I don't know if you noticed, I took the chance of calling it while he was on his way to the net.
It was, you knew what was happening next, Steve.
That's Zii Jia style. 2 extremely long steps and then putting it away.
He's got that long stride, hasn't he, as well?
Yeah.
31 shots. You mentioned Wong Tat-ming there. I mean, it's been almost a year and a half since that appointment.
Yeah.
It has worked out for him, because that was that whole debate, wasn't it?
6.
Do I get a coach? Do I not get a coach? There was a whole thing going on.
Yeah, and a coach that you can work with and that you feel you have chemistry with, that can help you. And that you have some trust in as well, because there's a lot of dynamics that's different from when you're a national team coach.
Right.
with a player. It's actually the opposite way around. Good play. I think he needs to start attacking a little bit more, Jonatan Christie.
Right.
7.
Not necessarily because he wants to do it, but to keep Zii Jia away from getting too many chances. No, but it's interesting because if Zii Jia continues to perform not so well, then it's not Zii Jia who gets kicked out of his own setup. Jonatan will have to find another player to coach.
Yeah.
And that means that it's tricky when you have to take the tough decisions with a player, or the tough conversations.
Well, right now things are going swimmingly. The Jonatan men will have a nice conversation here with Zii Jia, who's up by 4 in the second, having already won the opening game.
中间那个时间不用给他太快，他们有催你了嘛，对，那么你要调节一下，好，他在急嘛，不是你在急嘛，对不对？所以你的心态是这样，心里是这样啊，然后一样啊，你发球以后那个他的低拍的准备，好，但他的推球过不了你呢，他就没办法了，因为往前你比他好，好，就刚才就做得好，刚才你后场好，20 seconds，好，继续这样，好，加油。
20 seconds. Eleven, 7, play.
Oi, fantastic return by Zii Jia.
12-7.
Not always successful with those, but once in a while you just hit exact right amount.
I mean, that's so hard to do when you've just had a tumble over, but it's all going well for him.
Service over. 8-12.
Good.
Super important, the flat lift from the short backhand of this one. Exactly the right trajectory, right height and speed.
Ten, 12.
Good reactions there from Zii Jia. And he should finish this off. He does.
And that's what happens when you don't have the right
Service over. 13-10. Service over. 11-13.
It's been a decent little period.
And this is a super important phase here.
Yeah.
Where Ginting is not Ginting. Christie is trying to get back, and it looks like he's got a chance of working his way into the match, but it's always dangerous because
14-11.
he's got these kind of shots here, Zii Jia. Weapons of mass destruction.
Snaps that up nicely, Christie.
Service over. 12-14. 14.
Zii Jia has been quite patient. We haven't seen any significant big mistakes from him in terms of his attack. But there it was.
Well, on cue.
Yeah.
13, 14.
Is that what you hope for when you have a defense like Christie's? You hope that you can mentally put a little bit pressure on your opponent, get him to play a little bit too close to the lines eventually.
6-3 to Christie since the interval.
Service over. 15, 13.
Oh dear, well long. And he kind of takes 2 steps forward and a step back, Christie.
Yeah.
Trails by 3.
That's over. 14, 16.
One of the first 4 quarterfinals of the year that he faced Christie, he lost all of them.
Service over.
And it's not really looking consistent enough
14.
from Christie at the moment. So the cushion that he's got, Zii Jia, might just be enough to see it through in straight games. There was the chance. That could be a turning point.
Over. 15, 17.
Pick the shorter side to go on, and now is it all tightening up again? Christie's hung in there. Overstretched there, and for the second time since the interval,
16,
he's got to within a
17.
point of his opponent there, Christie. It was 12-7 not too long ago. 9-5 to Christie since then. Missed it. Oh. He needed that, didn't he?
Service over. 18, 16. Service over.
Still in the hunt.
17,
Jonatan Christie.
18.
Zii Jia cannot shake him off just yet.
Oh, you're locking that court.
Well, he might have just needed that. He'll feel Christie, and for the first time
18-all.
since it was 6-all, they have tied the scores, and what a moment for it to come now.
Lee. Jonatan on court.
And he maybe just turned this around.
All.
Great reactions.
Fantastic. It's gone long. He changed his mind in that rally. Zii Jia got in
18.
all kinds of trouble. Survived them, but that shows how difficult it is to play on that far side of the court when you're trying to play the back line.
Jonatan.
Well, for the first time since very, very early in this game, early on, it was 2-1 then to Christie. It's the first time he's taken the lead
18.
since then. Or rather 5-2, excuse me. He was last in front. This is looking good for Christie, perhaps. Let's see. So Christie now with 2 game points.
Game point 18.
6 of the last 7 points to Jonatan Christie.
He's really turned it up at the right time, hasn't he?
Play.
Got that back. And Christie has taken the second game.
Second game won by
He hung in there, didn't he?
Christie.
He kept pace and he finally got there.
18. 1 game all.
Great fight back from Christie.
It's 21-18. Jonatan Christie. Superb from him. Takes us to a third.
Ya, kalau kamu sering bisa lewatin masa-masa seperti ini, kamu jadi lebih baik. Ya, kamu menang nomor 2. Yang paling penting gimana caranya setiap match kamu tuh ada improve. Ya, sekarang kalau kamu udah ngerasa lebih enak, ngerasa punya kemampuan buat masukin polanya, temponya jaga terus. Dia dicepetin ya, kayak. Yang bagus ya.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Lee. Final game. Love all. Play.
Now, we are into the third game here. Christie fighting back brilliantly against Zii Jia. It's at the end where he struggled in the first game.
And he's got to up the pace from the far side of the court, Jonatan Christie. I was a little bit surprised that Zii Jia wasn't able to do that when he had that 17-14 lead. 3 points ahead. Not certain that he is getting a bigger lead here in the third when he's eventually playing the far side of the court again.
Yeah, that's what he'd be hoping for. A big fat lead before he heads over to that other end.
Stayed on his side.
Well, this is the kind of start that he'd have wanted, Zii Jia.
Yeah, and also given the way the two first games have unfolded, we have to give the advantage to Zii Jia, I feel, even though he is finishing on the more difficult side. But we saw it even at the end of the second game. Things can change so quickly here.
3.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what kind of lead either of them has. Of course, in theory, Christie taking the lead going into the interval really put him in an excellent position. Well, they've both had runs of 3 points.
3-all.
You wonder whether that blowing a 17-14 is just be somewhere at the back of his mind. Nicely done.
Jonatan, challenging.
Very accurate.
Jonatan Christie challenges.
It's a challenge here from Christie.
I don't know about you. My initial thought was that it was in, but we're in a little bit of an awkward position.
Christie got a pretty good look at it, but it is certainly in.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. On court. Service over. 4-3.
Sarah Chang, the coach today for
Play.
Indonesia. Working with the national men's singles players together with Ivanchar.
Yeah. There's a.
Service over.
I think you used the phrase earlier, spring in his step.
4-all.
Just feels a lot lighter, doesn't he now?
He didn't really get out of that corner there, Zii Jia.
I just feel that momentum is shifted to him, Christie. I'd be delighted that it's at 4-all here.
Service over.
So
5-4.
first match of the day here on court 1 that is gone the distance. Great games wins and all the others. Good block.
6-4.
Well, just harking back to the first game when Zii Jia was on this end, and they were tied at 5-all, and then Zii Jia was in the midst of an 8-point run. And got to the interval 11-5. He would dearly love that right now.
And here the danger is, I've said it many times before, here the danger is that Zii Jia plays a little bit too passive because he feels that he can play the back court. But Jonatan Christie, that's going to be a different way. That's exactly how to do it. He's a different player from the first game, because in the first game he had to play fully 21 points on the more difficult side, where he has to spend a lot of energy.
Yes.
Now here in the third game,
knowing
there's no other option than going all out.
Yeah.
And he's going to go all out as well when he goes to the near side of the court as well here. But it's just more, you can sort of like, you know that this is one game, but the problem is going all out in the first game and losing it. Then you might not have the energy to get back and win the second.
Well, now
7-6.
it's the first time that Christie has the lead here in this third game.
It was interesting to see that from the side, because here from our position it looked much closer.
Yeah, agreed.
Seems like he misses a bit more in his forehand side at the net. Jonatan Christie. If I were Zii Jia, I would try and direct it to that side. That would also suit him to be able to play backhand shots, net shots.
Well, if Zii Jia wants to go with any kind of decent lead, he's got to be perfect from here on in. That's going to be applying the pressure on himself.
Jonatan. Service over. 8-all.
Missed it.
Oh, that was perhaps a chance.
9-8.
Christie. Christie this time makes no mistake. This has been going very well for him.
9-0. Play.
last time they played, it was a very, very one-sided win for Jonatan Christie at the Asia Championships. His best ever win against Zii Jia, in fact.
Oh, that's a pity. From an Indonesian perspective, you could see that he was trying to up the pace there. Jonatan Christie.
9.
Yeah, he might feel a bit annoyed by that. Oh, just wide.
11-9 in the ball. Changes.
Frustrating points there for Christie at the end. It is Zii Jia who has the lead that he would have wanted, but it's only 2 points. 11-9 in the third.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coaches, return to your chest. Players back on court.
So, Steen, we are now in this final part of the match with
11,
Christie
9.
on this near end. Lee has the 2-point lead. How do you see this one?
Yeah, it could go either
way, right?
Yeah. The only thing we can exclude is a draw. But it can be small events that makes the difference. We saw in the second game there was
10,
a rally where I can't recall it precisely what happened. I can just recall that I mentioned this could be a momentum changer for
you did
for Christie. Both are, I mean, 11-9. That's not optimal, but it's not too bad either for Zii Jia. On the other hand, Christie should also be quite satisfied. He's almost scored as many points as he did in the full first game.
Exactly. So certainly improved on that aspect, and now it's on the end that he was happier at.
I think if Christie can maintain the pace without making too many errors, small advantage with him, unless Zii Jia finds something that we haven't seen in this match yet. Didn't really have a chance, that smash from Christie.
12-11.
That has gone long.
Service over. 12-all.
Remember that Lee needed a good run here. World Tour finals place. Ooh, oh, that's well long.
Service over. 13-12.
Fantastic smash.
Yeah, really good.
14-12.
Well, this time it is kind of
Service
alternating
over.
at the moment, those shots
13.
for Zii Jia.
14.
She's hanging in the balance.
Service over.
Exchange of points at the moment.
15-13.
Oi.
Service over. 14.
Full risk shot from
Third,
Zii Jia
15.
there.
Service over.
Very unrhythmic at the moment.
Yeah.
Both players trying to play super accurate, but not really capable of pulling it off.
Oh, lovely.
Did he lose a step there, Zii Jia?
Just got
Service
rid of
over.
that.
15.
Only a point in this.
16.
Yeah, slipped a little bit. There is left foot.
On court. He's
not been able to get consecutive points in a while here, Christie.
One.
And he does indeed level the scores for the first time since it was 12 all. And the first time he's got consecutive points. Which was just after the interval. Can Christie push on from here?
Wait, that's a good one.
He can indeed. 3 points now on a row.
17-16.
There's that smash from Zii Jia.
Service over. 17-all.
Looks like it's going to be another tight finish here.
Oi!
Oh! We got something on it, Zii Jia.
Service over.
It wasn't enough.
18-17. Quick Tawali.
Super defensive play by Christie.
Quick.
Getting back with quality so that Zii Jia couldn't continue his attack.
17.
Beautiful play.
Wonderful from Zii Jia. Christie threw himself at it.
18-all.
The last two games here, they really lived up to my expectations.
Both been showing some great qualities here.
18-all.
It's been fantastic for the fans who have come out of course here at the Kumamoto Prefectural Gymnasium.
Shot.
Well done.
Service over. 19-18.
We mentioned Steve earlier that it's two extremes for Christie this year. He's had a perfect record in quarterfinals. He's won all previous 5. And you said
When he gets to them, he moves on.
he does. Whereas with Zii Jia, it's only 3 out of 9 so far that he's won this year in quarters. So
19-18.
is it going to continue that pattern?
You know, one of the sayings from a former president is lies, damn lies, and statistics.
Yes. Correct.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Well, that is quite the way to set up 2 match points for Jonatan Christie.
Match points 18.
What a match this has been. Can he finish it off? What the rally. It's a brilliant rally to end proceedings. And look at what that means for Jonatan Christie, who now moves ahead in the head-to-head of his rival 6-5. He was under the cosh early on. And it's a perfect run of quarterfinal victories in 2024. His
Match
6th
won by
in a row.
Jonatan Christie. 12-21. 21.
Zii Jia looked in firm control earlier on. But it's the Indonesian who comes out on top. Come from behind performance. And will live long in the memory. And that just says it all, doesn't it? Excellent work from Jonatan Christie to beat his old nemesis, Zii Jia. That's now 2 in a row that he's won. And that's why he's given the thumbs up and a big smile. Into his 6th semi-final tomorrow of the year. Jonatan Christie, the 4th seed from Indonesia, beats the Malaysian Zii Jia, the 5th seed. 12-21, 21-18, 21-18. He's done it in 64 compelling minutes.
Welcome back to Kumamoto and quarterfinals day here at the Kumamoto Masters, a Super 500 event on the HSBC